Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people, that's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. And today being May the 4th be with you. Nanu, nanu. I'm sure you all get that. Yeah, Morkamindi, Star Wars, and Star Trek. Okay, what do I want to have a look at today in this particular reading? Oh, what I've got today, it's a poster. It's my daughter's poster, actually, as I was looking through as to what artwork I can put up. It's from The Last of Us. So, yeah, probably fairly appropriate for today as well. Not because it's The Last of Us or there's going to be an apocalypse, but it is May the 4th. Live long and prosper. Okay, what do I want to have a look at in this particular reading? There's a lot happening at the moment. Where do I go? Where do I go? Oh, the orange twerp with his dentist visit. I suspect it was actually a dentist visit. I know we sort of immediately leap to, oh my goodness, what's happened? Um, People, when they get older, their teeth get brittle. He has veneers on his teeth. I don't think he wears dentures. He has veneers. The veneers make the enamel weak as well. I suspect he broke a tooth. Yeah, not real good though, because it can lead to infection. And if the tooth needs to be extracted, you've got to be careful of infection travelling up in towards the eye socket. Okay, Rudy, not well, in hospital. Please, 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 clots and prayers. Take the felon with you. So where is he? Mount Sinai Landscaping Centre or something along those lines. Okay, what do I want to have a look at? And of course, the orange idiot's carrying on about Project Freedom. Oh, please. Um, just, our own Prime Minister came out and just basically talked about the uncertainty in the Middle East, and we know why it's uncertain because every second hour there is a change. So, but what I want to have a look at, something a bit positive. A lot of you guys, when I was reading on San Alamos on Friday, and I kept, not San Alamos, Los Alamos, I do apologise, and yes, it does mean the cottonwood trees. I kept getting St. Alamos, and a lot of you were like about a trillion of you jumped on board and said St. Elmo's, because I kept hearing Saint Alamos. So yeah, I'm going to have a look at St. Elmo's Fire, not the movie or the song, but the electricity. And of course, while I was reading on it, I had pulled both. Well, while I was reading on Los Alamos and hearing Saint Elmos, I got these two cards. So you've got here the creating to go forward, and then the summonsing of the energy. So what's St. Elmo's Fire? Let me have a look. I actually had to look it up because I knew of it, but I didn't really know what it was. And apparently it's a luminous plasma created by a corona discharged from a rod-like object such as a Mars spire, chimney, or even an animal horn. It's an atmospheric electric field. So basically it's drawing electricity out of the atmosphere and can be on the leading edge of windshields of aircrafts, etc. The intensity of the effect, I'm just reading from Wikipedia, then the intensity of the effect, a blue or violet glow around the object, often accompanied by a hissing or buzzing sound. Now, as I was reading through, I noticed, because I was picking up Nikola Tesla created St. Elmo's Fire in 1899 when pretty much electricity was in its infancy. So he actually created this with a Tesla coil in his Colorado laboratories. Apparently, it's said to have lit up the wings of the butterflies with blue halos as they flew around. So I did a little bit more looking. Going to use the runic tarot, but having a quick look at this, I'm reading the Britannica definition of the Tesla coil, because this is the coil. It results in high voltage magnetic fields so strong that arcs of electricity flow like lightning from the coil to nearby objects. So this is transmitting electricity without the use of wires or poles or anything like this. It was just really a popular demonstration of a Tesla coil is to have a person hold a metal rod in one hand and a light bulb in the other. The rod produces an arc of electricity. If you hold it close to the coil, the electricity jumps to the rod, travels through the person's body, and lights the bulb. So, I mean, yeah. And then, of course, when Nikola Tesla passed away, most of his research documents went missing. So I don't know, does that kind of look like the summonsing of St. Elmo's fire to you? Let's have a look. I'm going to use the runic tarot only because of the imagery on the cards. My guides always call me towards particular imagery. I've got my cheat sheet there. So let's have a look. What did I see? Yes. Yes. The sun card, but also the sun creating of energy. Okay. And the hermit was in front of that. So we had the hermit and the sun. So this is keeping something hidden, keeping it isolated. But yes, big yes here. Okay. What do I want to have a look at? We've got the following up behind is the Queen of Wands. She's holding a rod, but this is the feminine energy bringing forward this new path, new plan, Star of Hope and Healing, and then the Ace of Wands. So that's telling me, as I was poker shuffling, that yeah, this is actually very much on the cards. So let's have a look. Somebody's trying to keep it under wraps. So here's his research with the Eight of Wands, and then we've got the Queen of Pentacles, the documentation. It's out there somewhere. Let's have a look. Oh boy, oh boy. So yes, St. Elmo's fire. Oh, I'm just going to mention, I did put it in my post section. Put a lot of stuff in my post section, so go and check it out. If you go to maighstirtarot under any video, it'll take you to the main page and you'll find the post section there. I put in the post section, my guides are bringing to my attention the Panama Papers again. I didn't realise it had been 10 years since the reporting had been published. So just note that that my guides have been talking about that. Okay, hidden agendas, but something being kept hidden with the High Priestess and the Two of Cups coming together, working together. Well, and the horn can be produced on the end of a pointed horn, wooden masts, and coming together and creating magic. So there's something, it does feel like. So tell me, what do we need to know about St. Elmo's fire? The manipulation by this masculine energy, keeping it, and again, we've got the horns down here, keeping it under wraps with the Four of Cups. The magic that could be created, something really special that could be created, but you've got what could be the manifestation and bringing it forth. I hope so. Okay, some bringing this forth. What do we need to know? Even Benjamin Franklin apparently did research on St. Elmo's fire. Okay, what else are we looking at? A minute before the crash of the Hindenburg in 1937, Professor Mark Herald saw St. Elmo's fire flickering along the airship's back. This is very much telling about experiences with St. Elmo's fire. I don't know what research is still happening. Okay, I'll just come back over here to join you guys. is St. Elmo's fire what I was picking up the other day? Temperance, restoring balance, moderation, creating something out of nothing. Because normally temperance is pouring the two cups back and forth, creating alchemy, new world alchemy. I'm going to say yes. I mean, it's a very powerful yes card, and it's part of the rise of the feminine energy. Ooh, 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 ooh. Purple butterflies in her hair. I don't know if you can see that. Are they purple butterflies or are they purple? Yeah, they look like fairies, purple fairies. Wow. Okay. Also drawn to these symbols here, which look like butterfly symbols. And if I'm having a look at my cheat sheet, they actually mean breakthrough, awakening, embarking on a new enterprise. Wow. So yes, that is what my guides were trying to get through to me the other day. So thank you, thank you, thank you for all you guys for picking that up for me. Right, the challenge is the greedy hordes that need to be torn down. Oh, didn't you love it? Bezos and the missus apparently sponsored the Met Gala, and a lot of the celebrities said, yeah, no, we're not going. And it was absolutely flogged with water bottles full of yellow liquid and just, oh man, this is symbolic of this turning on this obscene wealth. So the challenge is the tower. It is a to step into this new energy. We're going to have to tear down this hoarding greed of gold, because as I was talking about last week, there's this trying to keep us on fossils because there's money to be made in controlling energy. There's not money to be made in this system. I'm really getting what I'm seeing. Oddly enough, what I'm seeing is like renewable energy, solar panels and hydro and wind and all the rest of it. But pretty much collecting the energy on my roof, transmitting it to like a coil, and then sending it out to whomever needs it. So there's no control over the delivery. It's like once the install's in, endless is the vision I'm getting. But okay, let's see how this goes. So yeah, the challenge is the tower, having to tear down preconceptions, but also this gold hoarding, greed. Okay, where do we go? The Knight of Cups. This is what is on offer. It's not moving though. This knight is standing still. It is what is on offer. It's a water card as well. So why would there be what's emotions? But I'm seeing you've got the waves absolutely crashing in the background. Oh, you've got the whale at the top there. It's like there is this old knowledge, because St. Elmo's fire has been written about for centuries, for thousands of years it's been reported. And my guides did say last week that this technology had been available before. So we've got the whales here with the knowledge in the past. You've got the waves crashing. So is it wave technology creating electricity? Let's see where we go. In the past, we've got the Ten of Cups. This is about, well, I mean, I know it's the Hall of Valhalla, but they're saluting the Emperor, cheersing the Emperor, toasting the Emperor. So this is about the ending, an ending of, once this Emperor's gone into the Hall of Valhalla and taken his cronies with him, Please take your cronies with you. Crowning this reading, the energy over the reading at the moment. So what we're sitting in at the moment is the knowledge is there, but it's being suppressed. It's being prevented from being brought forward. And then we've got the Five of Swords, which is about obstacles, challenges, but it's also about deception and stealing of the truth and betrayal and just all sorts of beastly ghastliness, prepared to burn it to the ground to rule over the ashes type thing. So we need to get beyond this gold hoarding stage. Right, the immediate future is the Three of Cups. Celebration. It can be about people coming together, about abundance for all, working together to bring abundance for all. I did have to, the orange idiot with his, Rudy being in hospital, going, oh, poor Rudy. And then, of course, he launched straight into this wild rant. Can't even say, hope you feel better, mate, without going off on some unhinged side path. But the immediate future, the Three of Cups, the coming together, the working together to bring abundance to all. Okay. Externally, the Queen of Pentacles. Can be feminine energy, can be about bringing forward or holding a new opportunity. She's got, what's down there? What am I being drawn to down there that's gold? The gold down there, it looks like it's just the pedestal that she's on, the gold pedestal, standing on the gold pedestal. The Queen of Pentacles, this new opportunity externally, but it's not been released as of yet. Internally, the Magician, the ability. Oh, look at this. I mean, I know this. There's a symbol at the end of his finger there, which means mankind, the self, friendship, social order. Can also mean enemies as well, but it really looks like he's summoning this energy. The Magician, the ability to create something out of nothing. Okay, justice in the hopes and fears, actions having consequences, bringing divine justice, taming the beast. Let's see where this goes. The outcome, the devil. Ugh. Especially next to this Five of Swords. Now this devil, he's got a finger to his lips. He's going, shh, don't tell anybody in regards to this investigation. Keep it to myself. Absolutely. Keep this fire to myself. What's he got on his arm there? It's two people on the arm. The death, destruction, to keep it how they want. But we've got this Ace of Cups. Oh, I like that. New beginning. We've got the Hermit, the isolation, introspection. Can be investigation as well. Got a lot of majors in this spread. The Hermit, bringing out from isolation. Oh, and there's that Sun card again. Right, Two of Swords, crossroad moment. It's not going to come until the passing of the king or the Lord, however you like to put it. Just seeing what the next couple are. No, I'll leave those there. So it is a technology crossroads, and it will take the passing of someone significant for it to come to the fore. Okay, so yes, the knowledge is there, but I'm just going to say it's been suppressed by this devil energy, by these greedy oligarchs, by the deceit. But you've got this Ten of Cups, passing of someone significant. Someone's already passed. Is it Net or Pooty, or there's someone that's already gone that was holding this back. But there are others that are trying to do so as well, because they can't, the technology, they can't make money from the technology, because once it's set up, there's no money to be made. Does that make sense? It's a bit like what's happening in Australia. We've got a lot of houses have got solar panels, a lot of houses are putting on batteries. It does mean that the electricity companies, they're actually switching to renewables. But what they're now talking about doing, and some of them are already doing, depending on where you are in the country, charging for if you've got any excess electricity and you're putting it back into the grid. Once upon a time, you used to get paid for it. Now they're actually charging for it, trying to make money in some way. Okay, where do we go with this? How's the process of revelation going to go? Process of what needs to happen for this technology to next step. That's why I was saying cold fusion, but the next step. It may also be, it's been kept, Five of Wands. We've got the infighting here, but it's also been kept hostage is what I'm getting. Kept hostage by the oligarchs. So it is part of this oligarch breakdown that needs to happen with this youthful research energy, with this Page of Swords, bringing about an ending of what was for something new. And we are going through this process. Okay, so let's have a look. So yes, St. Elmo's file. Okay, thank you. Cold fusion. It's almost like cold fusion creating the initial electricity. Is that what I'm picking up? Because they were last week saying next step after cold fusion, but if they've got the cold fusion supplying the initial energy to the Tesla coils, that then is it a combination of the two that then creates this abundant electricity? And I believe, if I've read correctly, and trust me, my eyes started glazing over there, not being technical, it actually produces significantly more energy than is input into it. But it's also producing, pulling the Hanged Man, looking at something from a different point of view, something new. And then I've got justice, actions having consequences. Let's have a look. Is this where the future of any energy production goes? Down, let's have a look. Right. There are those that are working on it behind the scenes under the cover of darkness. Now, I'm wondering whether it's those missing scientists, because the ones that are missing that haven't been found unalived, I feel have gone into hiding. So this is three of Pentacles, working on this new opportunity in isolation, in protection, because the challenge is the Seven of Pentacles, those that want to make money from what is on offer. That's the challenge, is those that want to harvest it for their own financial gains. We've got the Hermit, so the working again in isolation, not ready to come out into the light as of yet. In the past, because of the destruction that occurred. Grabbing hold of what is really important and seeing the rest. This is very much about those missing scientists, is what I'm getting. As these that want to control it set flame to the whole system or the research or whatever it is, they managed to get out with what was really important. Crowning the reading, the Ace of Cups, the working together in partnerships, the cleansing, now I have seen where they are in a vision that I was given, but I'm not going to disclose it. But this is very much about new beginning stuff, new emotional beginning, new partnership beginning. We've got the higher authorities here, the royal decree perhaps, the Hierophant, the immediate future, some sort of declaration coming out, a huge announcement perhaps. Let's see where this goes. Ace of Wands as well, new beginnings, new plans, new bringing forth new energy, clearing off what was there before. This could be, because I notice he's got Anubis chained. And I keep getting the Egyptians had this already. They've been there. I don't know if they could not control it, but they were very much aware of this energy. Some sort of proclamation to the people being made. And then we've got the moon internally. So this is huge new announcement, but internally the fight of good versus evil for control is happening internally. It's also a new moon. We've just had a new moon. There's another one coming up end of May. Another one in June. I mean, they happen every 28 days, so so they're fairly regular. But what I'm really getting about this is also drawn to the almost like a rocket ship at the top there. It's not Fleon, trust me, but it's almost like it's going to come down internally to a fight of those that want to release it and those that want to keep it suppressed. Because by keeping it suppressed, keeps the masses under control. Hopes and fears. Hopefully it's a Six of Wands. Hopefully it's a victory card. Let's see where this goes. Again, this symbol is an ancient symbol. It's not, I mean, was taken over by the Nazis, but it's also a very ancient symbol, meaning power and strength. Let's have a look. Right, the Death card, the ending of what was, to bring on something new, the ending of this deception, the 5. Oh, we've got the Devil trying to keep it under control. But then you've got the 8 of Pentacles here. So let's see what this story is. So you've got the death of what was to be able to bring on something new. And hopefully it's the death of this abusive suppression by this devil energy that wants to keep it under control and doesn't care who they take out to do so. We've got the 8 of Pentacles, which is working hard to create, but in partnership now, whereas the very first card, it was the 3 of Pentacles working solo. This is in partnership. Then you've got the Page of Swords. So this is almost like the Page of Pentacles here, this young person in the foreground polishing up this shield while the skilled older gentleman is doing the actual intricate work. Page of Swords, Knight of Wands. I like this energy. So the Page of Swords is about new technology, new knowledge, new research. The Knight of Swords, volatile information being brought forward. The High Priestess, that has been known and will now be revealed. Okay. On the bottom, we've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Star card. The Star of Hope and Healing. Okay, so there is a process to go through, and really important in this process is just getting the scientists, the ones that are still going, working behind the scenes. There were enough, and they managed to rescue. So again, it's about the suppression, but we need then this death of this betrayal and abuse and stealing, and this devil energy of again suppression, just like that Moon card, the fight between good and evil. So okay, the technology's there. The King of Pentacles, the oligarchs, as I'm splitting the deck, it literally came off like that. King of Pentacles and the oligarchs are desperate to keep it under control, but we've got the Fool, new journey, the Empress, the birth of something significantly new that will bring abundance, and she has this Wheel of Fortune here. And then you have the Page of Cups coming out of left field. So yeah, it very much, very much in the midst of a battle for our future. And when I talk about the future, I'm talking about this knowledge is already available. There is research being done on it. I'm getting that the scientists that were taken out were working on this. It will come to fruition, but the oligarchs that are currently making money out of the status quo and are wanting to keep it that way, they're getting increasingly desperate. Okay, I'm just going to draw a couple of cards from the Work Your Light Oracle deck, and I do love the one at the bottom that's straight out. The Crumbling. What are you clinging on to? There is this future available. It is there. It is the future we are heading to. So why stay in this decrepit past when the future is so magnificent? Just say yes. And then we've got the Council of Light. I don't even need to shuffle them. They're just giving them straight to me off the bottom. The Council of Light, the divine orchestration and helpers from the subtle realm, bringing forth this knowledge. My guides had said, and then we have transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, which will also bring deep healing. My guides have been saying whenever I read about Three Eye Atlas is that what it imparted for us humans is knowing. Not knowledge, just knowing. Knowing what we already knew at a core level as humanity, but we had forgotten. Okay, that's really interesting. So yes, thank you. You guys are amazing for spotting that, bringing that to my attention. And that's exactly what they're talking about. Now, it may not be in the format that we currently know, but yeah, I am getting that that's what the scientists were working on. The ones that have gone missing, and they're still working on it. The missing ones, and there were several that were taken out because of this knowledge, which is just absolutely horrific. I have seen in my vision mind's eye not the actual location, but the landscape where they are. It's not this, trust me. Um, so I'm really excited. I think what we are facing is that moon card, the fight of good versus evil over the future. But evil is losing. Love it. And speaking of which, I've been binging lately on Big Bang Theory. Gosh, you've got to love that show, don't you? But it also reminds us of how far we've come just in that little snippet, um, uh, the the title music, how far humanity has come, but also how far humanity hasn't come due to various self-interest suppressions. Oh, exciting time to be alive. Okay, love to you all. Take care.